Hey, what's up guys? Chris McCarthy here with Jump Rope Fit, and this is your workout of the day. Now before we jump into today's workout, make sure you subscribe to this channel by clicking on the button down below so you don't miss any of these daily workouts. All right guys, how this is going to go is I'm going to go over the workout. I'm going to go over all the movements in the workout so I make sure that you are doing proper form and technique of all of the movements. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up a full follow along workout or a video of this workout so you can get started right now. However, if you want to skip all the instructions and skip all the explanation, I've actually queued up the area of this video that begins the full follow-on workout in the description down below. So you can go ahead, click on that if you want to skip ahead and start the workout right now. All right guys, for those of you who are still with me and actually want to see the form and technique of all the movements on here, we're going to start off, it's going to be 3 rounds today. We're going to start off with this jump rope. Now on this jump rope, we're going to initiate the first swing of that jump rope by just grabbing the handles and our hands here, the handles, and we're going to whip it around. And once you get that first rotation here, you're keeping your elbows in close to your sides. Now you'll notice I'm jumping on the balls of my feet and I'm not jumping very high, just an inch or two off the ground, just enough to go ahead and clear that rope. Elbows are in close to my sides, my shoulders are down and relaxed, my chest is up, and I'm rotating that rope just with my wrists. There shouldn't be a lot of movement at the elbow joint or at the shoulder joint. And like I said, guys, we're just bounding up and down. Just bounding up and down on the balls of our feet. We're not kicking our feet back. We don't have to bring our knees up. So you're just gonna do 1 minute of nice and relaxed jump rope. Now, if you do want to intensify the workout, you can go into run in place. You can switch it off in a little bit of a freestyle boxer step where you're kicking one foot out and the other. Or if you really want to intensify the workout, you can go ahead and do some double unders, which is 2 rotations of the jump rope for every jump. Now, whichever movement you choose, just go ahead. You can do that basic 2-foot boxer step or a 2-foot basic step. That's just fine. You're just gonna jump rope for 1 minute. After you've completed that, you're gonna set your jump ropes down, and we're gonna go into 30 seconds of dumbbell alternating snatches into a lunge. So a little bit of a combo movement here. So we're taking the dumbbell snatch movement, which is just from the ground all the way up, but then we're adding a lunge at the same time. So first off, I'm gonna go over the snatch and then we'll incorporate the lunge into that. So first off, I'm just going to grab a single dumbbell here, set it down the ground, and I'm going to go over some of the movement standards for the dumbbell snatch. So basically we're taking this dumbbell and raising it up over our head. A lot of things happen in between that to make sure you're having proper form. First off, you want to have your feet wider than hip width apart, toes are pointed out slightly. You're going to hinge at the hips, knees are going to track out over those toes as you come down with one arm, keeping it straight the entire time, keeping your chest up as much as you can. Once you grab this dumbbell, now the tendency is to want to start to pull it all the way already at your elbow joint and start to pull it off the ground because you have to get it all the way up overhead. I really want you guys to be very, very patient on this and use the power and the strength of your lower body to get that dumbbell off the ground before bending your arm. So from here, we are going to press through the floor. Knees are going to go back, hips are going to open up, and you're going to stand fully upright with this dumbbell, still close to your body. We're not swinging it out like a kettlebell. So it's close to your body. Even at this point now, I don't want you pulling quite yet. I want you to get up on your toes. I want you to extend even further. I want you to shrug your shoulder. I want you to extend as far as you possibly can before you start to pull. Once you're at this extended position, now what you're going to do is you're going to just start to pull with that elbow at the same time. Now we're going to get down into a little mini squat. We're going to squat down underneath it and stand it fully upright. Then we're going to switch to the left hand and do the same thing. So it looks like this. As I squat down, hinging at the hips, knees are tracking out over those toes, my arm is straight. I'm going to keep the dumbbell straight close to my body the entire time. I'm going to use the strength and the power of my lower body to extend and then get underneath it and then stand it fully upright. Then you're going to bring it down, switch to the left side. Once again, get underneath it and then stand it fully upright. So you're going to do 30 seconds of these dumbbell snatches. But like I said, we're going to add a lunge into this as well. So there's a key point when you're snatching it that you're going to start to go into the lunge. Basically, it's right when you are fully extended and then you start to pull. Right when you start to pull, now we're going to lunge forward. So if you are pulling with your right arm, you are going to lunge with your right leg. If you're pulling with your left arm, you're going to lunge with your left leg. So from this position, you're going to see, I'm going to go into that same snatch that I was doing before, but when I get to this position where I start to pull, I'm going to lunge forward. So from this position, step back a little bit here, I'm gonna start to snatch, and then I'm gonna go into a lunge. I'm gonna come back down, switch to the left hand, snatch into a lunge. Back down, do one more on the right here, snatch to lunge, and then all the way back down. Make sure you're stepping far enough out, you're not short stepping it. I want you to come all the way out, nice 90-degree angle on this front leg. Couple different ways you can transition. So you can snatch it up, go into lunge, come back, set it down, switch to the left, snatch lunge, come down, or if you want to do this a lot quicker, you can snatch, or you can transition from your right to your left hand and your left to your right around mid-face level. So I'll show you that. So you come up, and now you're gonna see, I'm gonna switch hands just as it starts to come down in front of my face. So that is another option if you want to alternate a lot faster on those. All right, guys, so after you do 30 seconds of those dumbbell snatch lunges, we're gonna grab out that jump rope again. We do 1 more minute of jump rope. Then we're gonna go into 30 seconds of dumbbell push-ups. Now, you could just do basic push-ups, but I tend to like to do push-ups on dumbbells. What that does is allows me to get kind of deeper into that push-up because my hands are on the dumbbells, gives me a little bit more depth. Also, what it does is it keeps your elbows in close to your sides. It kind of forces you to do that. A lot of times on push-ups, people will flare out their elbows. This, by keeping your hands on those dumbbells, keeps them really close to your sides. Your elbows should really be scraping your ribs as you go down into that push-up. So 2 dumbbells here, get down into a plank position. Shoulders, elbows in line with your wrists, so a nice straight line here. Dumbbells are about shoulder width apart into a plank position. Feet are together. Don't sag your hips or pike up. Plank position, you're gonna go into a push-up, press out of that. Full extension at the top, all the way down, all the way up. 30 seconds of these push-ups. If you need to modify, go to your knees and do them that way. All right, 30 seconds of those dumbbell push-ups. Then we're gonna pick up that jump rope again for another 1 minute of jump rope. Then we're just gonna go into 30 seconds of V-ups. So working the core, working the abs. Now, V-ups are kind of an advanced version of the sit-up. So if you're unable to do V-ups, go ahead and do those sit-ups, but I really want to challenge you to go ahead and try to do those V-ups. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of get the balance right, but once you get the balance right and you engage that core, they get a little bit easier. Still can get a little wonky as you start to get into the higher reps. You can kind of still tilt back and forth, but just kind of do your best on these, and practice will make perfect. So we're gonna lay down on the ground, and basically a V-up, we're just hinging at the waist. So our feet are remaining, our legs are remaining as straight as possible. Arms are gonna come up, basically touch just around the lower part of our shins. So we're gonna come all the way back here from this flat position. Now I'm just gonna hinge at the waist, come up, touch my hands to my shins up there. So come up, and then all the way down, up, all the way down. Once you get going, it actually gets a little easier. If you try to stop, that's when you kind of have to start everything all over again. So really, once you get going and you get that balance just right, you could go ahead and rep out quite a few of those. So you're gonna go ahead and do 30 seconds of those V-ups, really working that core, really working that six-pack for you. Then you're gonna go ahead and rest for 1 minute. That completes 1 round of this workout. And like I said earlier, guys, we're gonna do a total of 3 rounds of this today. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, let me know in the comment section, and let me know what else you want to see. I'll do my best to bring it to you here in Jump Rope Fit. And right now I'm going to go ahead and queue up that full follow along workout video so you can get started with me right now. And as always, I'll see you right back here tomorrow in the Jump Rope Fit gym.